I'm Billy Mills. You're on native ground.
Brothers! What we do in life echoes in eternity.
We were all wounded at Wounded.
I'm Sterling Harjo, filmmaker, and I'm on Native Ground.
09, Native Ground 09. Sundance Film Festival.
I'm Laura Spencer, and you're on Native Ground.
Hi, this is Bird Running Water, and you're on Native Ground.
Well, I'm Trudy Styler, and I'm a human rights activist, and I'm married to Sting.
I'm John Proudstar, and you are watching Native Ground.
I'm Nick Ortiz, and we're on Native Ground, and I'm with
Sterling Harjo.
Okay, and you're here for what film?
The writer-director of Barking Water.
Okay, and how you feeling today?
I feel good. We just had our premiere, and it went well, and I'm pretty excited about showing it some more and seeing what audiences think about it. So
I seen it. It was very moving.
it took me 17 days to shoot the film. That was principal photography, and then we ended up going back and shooting some more pickup scenes and stuff. So 20 days.
So who are the main characters in this film?
The main characters are Frankie and Irene, and they're played by Casey Camp Hornick and Richard Ray Whitman. And it's a story about an older couple that have been in this sort of 40-year tumultuous on-again, off-again relationship, and they are, but the woman comes back to him one last time because he's dying in a hospital, and so she breaks him out of the hospital, and it's all about her trying to get him home before he dies.
And you're very young, and where'd you get the inspiration for this native drama?
Well, it was just a couple personal stories that happened. I wanted to do a story about an older couple, and then I had some other things happen where, my grandma got sick and was in the hospital, and she didn't want to die in the hospital, and it just gave me this idea to really make a film, sort of based on that idea on not wanting to die in the hospital, wanting to go home to die, and just sort of that idea sort of fascinates me, and I wanted to explore it, I guess, in this story. I wanted to be a painter. I grew up drawing, and I wanted to be a painter, and it wasn't until I went to college that I realized that I could be a filmmaker, and so I decided to put all my efforts towards that, writing and directing and stuff. So
do you have any other upcoming films?
I have a few films that I'm working on the scripts for. Hopefully they'll be getting financed shortly, and I'll get to make them. So nothing coming out as of yet. This is the film that I just made. So.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see another one of your movies because they're really good. Everywhere you step is native ground. So Richard, how do you feel about the first time seeing your film?
Well, I'm happy, elated, I should say. So you never know. You do it, and you're director, and you're in trust. You trust, huh?
Did it come out better than you thought it would be?
Well, I know I had hopes, instinctual, So I don't have the rational mind. So I'm an artist, so I don't have the rational mind.
Mm-hmm. And yesterday we seen you in a few other films. We seen you in Wounded Knee and One Good Indian.
The Only Good Indian? Yeah.
And
I'm very proud of the Wounded Knee 73. The idea they made using archival, the footage from the 70s, 80s, and no reenactments. The actual event itself.
Yeah, at the Q&A they said it was all real footage.
Yes, it's very important how we can bring our people into this century, We seem to be preoccupied in the film industry with Indians from the past issues or past concerns, past cultures. So it's very important that we as Indian people, we bring our culture right to this moment that we stand here. So, like yourself.
I'm Nick Ortiz, and you're on Native Ground. So how'd you feel about the film?
Man, I loved it. I mean, I knew it was going to be a really good film. You never anticipate that it's going to be beautiful. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really nice. She played a really good part, especially towards the end. Did you cry?
Yeah, no, that was one of my first crying scenes. So yeah, it was hard. And I mean, it wasn't that hard because the lead actors did such a good job in making us feel that, that he was dying, and it was kind of a sad thing, and so it wasn't that difficult.
I'm Nick Ortiz, and you're on Native Ground.
This is Nick Ortiz, and he's on Native Ground. Ladies, he's single. just so you know that. All right?
I'm Koli Kohler, and we're on native ground. How did you feel about watching the movie for the first time?
I enjoyed it, and the movie was Barking Water, right? Yeah. I played Irene. I'm Casey Camp Hornick. I'm a member of the Ponca Nation from Oklahoma. So to come up here to the Sundance Film Festival and see so many other natives is really neat. But it's also nice as a woman, a grandmother many times over, to play a lead part and to be in this century in the year 2009 and not be in another Western where I get killed. And I was telling Sterling, I think I've died as 13 different tribes so far, so it's nice to stay alive.
Was it really hard to cry in the movie?
Not at all. Not at all. I think that with age also comes experience, and so we've had many experiences in our lifetime that we can draw on as actors to be able to portray what we need to portray. And of course Richard is a good friend of mine, a lifelong friend and brother, so it was easy. He did such an awesome job to be able to feel the way that I would feel if something tragic like that happened.
What message would you like to give young Native people?
I think that it would be awesome if all of you followed the role models of people like Sterling, who is 29 years old and is following his dream, and it's difficult. It's difficult. But I believe in the traditional ways, and in the early 1980s, I'm a longtime activist, the spirits were telling us to utilize the media. At that time, I thought it meant bigger protests. But I understand more that the United States of America, as well as the global community, will not begin to understand us until we tell our own stories. We don't need all of the other non-Indians telling the native stories. We need you.
Thank you. Were you also a part of Wounded Knee, the documentary?
No, but my brother Carter Camp was one of the leads in that, talking about it. I had 3 brothers and my father, as well as many other relatives that were in Wounded Knee in 1973. I was a very young mother at that time and expecting my second child, and I did the outside work for Wounded Knee at that time. I ran an AIM house in Oklahoma, and I've always felt very proud of fulfilling the woman's role in my life. So I washed dishes, I cooked dinners, I took care of children, and I provided a home for many AIM warriors and was a frontline warrior myself in many of the instances. So that's where I was.
Wow, how inspirational.
Thank you, thank you. And back at you. You're our inspiration, you're our hope for the future.
Thank you, you're an amazing actress. I'm Koli Kohler, and you're on native ground.
I'm Koli Kohler, and you're on native ground.
And we're with
Laura Spencer.
So how did you feel about the premiere of your movie?
I loved it. It was really exciting.
So what was your role?
I played Wendy. She's a college student who gets picked up on the side of the road.
How did you like your character?
Well, my character is essentially me, so I liked her.
So is this your first time being at Sundance?
It is, actually. That was my first role in a film ever, and this is my first time at Sundance, so it's all very exciting.
Wow.
Did you always want to be an actress?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be something of the entertainment industry. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be a rock star, but whenever I was in 6th grade, I decided I wanted to be an actress.
You have to give her a lot of credit. She's the only white girl in an all-Indian film. She kicks ash.
Thank you. Yes. The cassette tapes. Well, that was written in the script, but when I read that in the script, I actually do prefer cassette tapes because I think that they're more original and fun. So I really actually connected to the role quite perfectly.
Hey, I'm Joe Berlinger, and you're on Native Ground.
You rock. To the max.
You're on native ground.
The name is Wes Studi.
My name is Kerry Fukunaga, and I'm on native ground.
Hey, what's up? This is Chris Rock, and you're on native ground.
Yeah.